Fabricio Werdum, Travis Browne.
But I've seen this before.
You saw it when there wasn't a strict drug testing. You saw it when both guys were on crazy win streaks. You saw it when it was 5 rounds. You saw it a year and a half ago.
Okay.
If not longer. You're talking about a different fight.
I don't know.
That's like saying...
Why am I seeing a different fight? I mean, in other words...
Werdum's coming off a knockout loss in the first round in his hometown, his first time defending the belt.
Okay.
He's never been starched that quick before.
Right.
Travis Browne's coming off... Basically, so the UFC, I think they posted, catch up with Travis Browne. They reposted our fight. That's the last time he won a legit fight.
Fuck.
And it was stopped early, most would say. Yeah. Thank God. But it was stopped early. You know what I'm saying? Thanks, sweet baby Jesus. It's not that early. He's beat my ass. But the thing is that they have to go back. I retired December 2014. Huh? That's the fight you post? What the fuck?
Yeah.
Because let's go through it. So you fought Big Brown. Stopped early, but you definitely won that fight. And then Andre Arlovski gets knocked the fuck out. Okay. And then he fights Matt Mitrione. Enjoy your victory. One freaking eye. Pokes Matt's eyes out. Really didn't win the fight.
Yeah.
He lost the first round.
You're missing Fabricio was before Mitrione.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct. So excuse me. No. You're wrong.
Here's your...
No, hold on. Let me do it. Let me see if I'm right. Loses to Fabricio. Fights Brendan Schaub. Fights Andre Arlovski. Fights hold on. Brendan Schaub, Arlovski. Then he fights. Then he loses. He loses again, right?
Then was the Mitrione fight.
Then Mitrione, which is basically disqualified. You're just like, I guess that's a win. Take it. Matt protested it. Yeah. Blah blah blah. Then he fights. Then they go, oh, here's Cain Velasquez. And he fucking wheel kicks your face off. So this fight's a different fight.
Right. You know, so you're...
Because remember, the winner of Werdum, Travis Browne at that time was a completely different fight. Mm-hmm. The winner of that went on to a title shot.
Sure. So
Travis on a win streak. Just beat the shit out of Gonzaga, Barnett,
right.
Struve, Bigfoot Silva, Overeem. He was on a fucking streak. And then you get Werdum.
Yeah.
And he picks you apart and breaks your will.
Yeah. So you're talking about now that he's mentally in a different place, confidence-wise, there's all kinds of things going on.
And you got to throw in a factor, and people hate when I talk about this, the new drug testing. I'm not saying they're on stuff. I'm saying it's something to take into consideration. If a guy starts to get knocked out quicker, looks different, doesn't move the same, and there's the strict drug testing in play.
Well, also adds the fact that he got picked apart by this guy the first time. So he's got to figure out, he's trying to probably figure out what he did wrong. He's got some problems to solve fight-wise.
Well, remember, he took this on short notice, basically, because this fight is supposed to be Ben Rothwell versus Werdum.
Yeah.
Rothwell gets hurt. Like, who do we have? Travis Browne asks for the fight. He's just coming off this. It wasn't even a fight.
Yeah.
You're talking about 2 different leagues.
Yeah. Big challenge for Travis Browne. Big challenge for him. And by the way,
you know what?
We'll be in trouble probably if he loses this, right? I mean,
that's 2 in a row, and he has it. Like I said, the best highlight they showed was me versus him. That was 2 years ago. God, UFC, do better. Maybe create a highlight tape, do something. Show him in the clinch against Cain, and then cut to some old school shit of. How about the Superman punch with Struve? That was an amazing fight.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Or how about the front kick to Overeem? That was an amazing fight. Remember, he beat Overeem.
Yeah.
So
is Travis Browne still in Glendale with?
I have no idea.
Tarvarian?
I don't know. I haven't seen anything of that. I would assume. I haven't heard anything.
Yeah.
Usually I'd hear something like that.
But his training camp is only that, or he's all over the place?
Well, he works with Neil Mallison. Sorry to butcher your name, Neil, but he's one of the best jiu-jitsu practitioners in the world. Then he works with homeboy, what's the name, out of Vegas? Come on. White kid. Fucking amazing. Oh, come on.
Striking coach?
Grappling coach. Wrestling coach. Coaches at Gorman High.
Oh, the curly
Ricky
hair?
Lindell.
Ricky Lindell, who's, I mean, you're talking about, again, best in the world. As far as grappling and jiu-jitsu goes, he's working with the best of the best. No. It's the toughest fight to call on the card, I think.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
I don't think so at all. Werdum so outclassed him the first time that I think that confidence and, and
Werdum's coming off a starch loss in his hometown for the belt.
Sure. But I mean,
and
he's also a
Do you
professional.
think that after how that fight went down in particular, that he's going to be a little bit tighter as far as his stand-up goes?
Werdum has been he's been around for so long, and I feel like he had a lot of losses. And he's come back and had a lot of wins. He's one of those guys who just seems to continue to improve. I don't know, man. I would never count him out. I would never count him out. He's such a badass. I think he's gonna do whatever he wants.
You think he murks Travis Browne? See, I find it being a completely different fight. The MMA math doesn't work that way. If you look at the careers, it just doesn't work. I think
anybody could win this. You're saying?
I think this is the top. What's the odds on this? I bet you Vegas is on with me on this. I bet maybe Werdum's a minus 200.
That's amazing to me because he beat him so soundly.
You're talking different time, B. Yeah, it's literally.
But I mean,
you're also talking about Werdum, who's older. She got knocked out. Got knocked out in his hometown. And then, but you look at Travis, it's not impressive. If you count my win, if you count him beating me, and then you don't count the Matt Mitrione win, he's what, 1 out of his last 4?
Yeah.
His back stance.
Werdum is a minus 225.
Werdum is meaning
he's a favorite.
Okay.
So not crazy.
Yeah.
But again, not that close.
Yeah, so Verdum's a minus 225 favorite. Mickey Gall's a minus 325 favorite.
Yeah.
That's it.
Honestly, not as big a spread as I thought.
I thought Mickey Gall would be minus 600.
Punk's plus 265. He should be like a plus 700 as far as I'm concerned.
They just don't know what to do with him.
It's just too big of a question.
That Travis Browne Werdum fight is a tough one for me to call, man. I love Werdum too. He's one of my favorite guys in the UFC. Yeah. Personality wise, great human being. I want him to win, but I think it's a tough fight. You got a wounded animal in Travis Browne who has to win.
Yeah.
He loses this one.
Huge.
He loses this one, they don't cut him. Yeah, heavyweights, you look at the heavyweight division, they don't cut him. He's a top 15 guy.
Yeah.
He's big. Heavyweights, he can win. You can lose 4 or 5 in a row. So they're not going to cut him. He's no risk. You lose this one though. I don't know. But so if you look at his fights, he beat over him. He was getting his ass whooped before that, right?
Yep.
He's just getting destroyed.
Yep. Well, he knocked him out with a front kick, right?
Front kick.
Yeah.
That was his biggest win by far. That was a tough fight. This thing was fight of the year, amazing. But you look at him against Werdum, who was champ, and he just gets annihilated. Then look at him against Kane, annihilated. Yeah. They're not even the same. You know what I'm saying?
And Arlovsky.
Arlovsky's
Arlovsky's
different.
Yeah.
Arlovsky was back and forth. There's no skill. It was just a slobber knocker.
But they used to also train a lot together, right?
It doesn't matter. I don't count that one because either guy, that was basically like a gun draw. Like they both punched each other in the face, no technique. Werdum used all technique. Kane used all technique and just outclassed him. Arlovsky didn't outclass him. Those guys fight 10 times, it's 5-5. Knockout here, knockout there.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So for Travis, you lose this one, it's fucking, all right, you're just a guy now. So his back's against the wall. And it's rare I bet against a guy with his back against the wall like that.
Yeah.
Tough fight for me to call.